This is the drive I'm going to be using for my Raspberry Pi 5. This is simply a 480 gigabyte drive. Now, the one I'm using in my mini PC is, I believe, 240 gigabytes. Not the same thing, but more or less the same type of speed. And I'm going to be connecting this to my Raspberry Pi using USB 3. So I'm going to connect this to one of the USB 3 ports on a Raspberry Pi. Makes it very simple, very easy. Then I'll be comparing a few things. That is my Raspberry Pi 5. That is my mini PC. I'm connected directly via Ethernet. If you follow the previous steps and you've plugged your micro SD card into your Raspberry Pi 4, Raspberry Pi 5, this is what you'll be greeted with. Now, I'm simply going to choose my language here. My keyboard layout is English UK. I select that, press enter. Please enter a new username. I'm going to make something really simple like admin, just so I can get through this section quickly. This is essentially the first boot it's going to have after I created an account. Because I don't have the graphical user interface installed on this, because I won't need it, this is going to be running as a headless setup, meaning I won't have it plugged into a screen like this. I won't have it I won't have a mouse and keyboard attached after I've done the initial setup, because it's going to be running headless. At the very bottom of my screen here, it's asking me to log in. So my Raspberry Pi login is going to be the one I created earlier. For me, I chose admin and Open Media Vault for everything, just because if I do anything else with this Raspberry Pi, I'm going to change everything anyway. So I'm going to put my username in as admin, my password, Open Media Vault. I don't have an HDMI capture card, so I'm going to try and zoom in on this video as much as I can. I will be putting the commands on screen as well, and I'll drop them in the description as well. The very first thing you want to do after any installation is the sudo apt-get update. Then next is sudo apt-get upgrade -y. Now that that's all done, the next step is to simply type in the command from the GitHub page to install Open Media Vault 7. This is Open Media Vault being installed on the Raspberry Pi 5. Installation completed, so now I just need to log back into the Raspberry Pi, and that should hopefully take me directly into Open Media Vault. Here, as you can see, I've got the IPv4 and the IPv6 address I can access this from. So I now need to go onto my PC and type this into my browser, and hopefully that should log me into the Open Media Vault section. The IP address I need to type in at the very top of my address bar is 192.168.0.156, I believe. Press enter. This should take me directly to my Open Media Vault thing. So on here, it's going to ask me if I want to continue or go back. I'm going to choose continue to site. This is going to be my Open Media Vault section where I need to log in now. Please keep in mind, this is for the Raspberry Pi 5, not my mini PC. The username should be the same. Password should be the same. Press enter to log in. Save those details. Perfect. Everything is set up. Everything is working. Before I connect any of the drive, before I do anything, the first thing I need to do is simply to update the Raspberry Pi. So to the very right hand side, if you click on where it says notifications, this is always going to be an update for the very first time you do it. I'm going to click on updates available. It has, was that 15 updates? I don't care what they are. The people who made it says it needs to be updated. I'm going to believe them. I'm going to take their word for it. Click on where it says install updates. When this thing comes up, click on confirm. Then you click on yes. That's going to go ahead, install all the updates, and I'll come back when this is finished. The installation is now finished. You click on close. It's going to reboot the system. Go back to notifications over here, and it tells us system restart is required. So all I need to do at this stage is to click on the power button here, top right. Let me zoom in. Power button, top right hand corner. Click on power, click on reboot. You could do shutdown as well, and you would physically have to press the button on the Raspberry Pi 5 to turn it back on. But for me, I'm just going to do reboot, click on confirm, click on yes. It will kick me out of this, but what will happen as soon as it powers back up, as soon as it detects the network, what will happen is this will automatically reload the login page for Open Media Vault. So I'm just going to leave it running and come back when it's done. There we go. So that's come back up automatically. Username, just going to choose admin, and again, Open Media Vault as a password. Click on login, takes me back to my dashboard. No notifications, so I am good to go. The next video I do is going to be showing you guys how to set everything up. It's going to be exactly the same process as I did for the mini PC, Open Media Vault. Exactly the same process, but this time obviously on the Raspberry Pi 5.